And also, if you want to go pick up a copy of this, the link to... Hey, what's up everybody, I am Lizzy Murphy, and in today's video, I'm going to show you all why you should have dual point of views in your book. For this video here, and what book I'll be referencing is my own Keeper Safe. Throughout the book, it is mainly in the main character's point of view, which is James Marshall, but it does alternate between James, his daughter Danny, and his brother Stephen. Although, like I said, it is in mainly James's point of view, and there's one chapter in it that has a flashback chapter of somebody that I really hope you all enjoy. It was really fun writing chapter 5. That is the flashback chapter. Anyway, but before I get started, if you want more tips and tricks on how to help grow your author platform with YouTube and social media, and little tips sprinkled in here and there about how to write your book and how to make it stronger, then click the red subscribe button down below and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I post any videos. Okay, so number 1 is having a dual POV, which is author lingo. POV means point of view. Having different points of view in your book, it really helps with the direction of the story. Now, like I said, in my book, Keeper Safe, I do flash from person to person here and there. Yeah, like in chapter 1, it's all James. And then in chapter 2, it's his daughter Danny. And then in chapter 4, it is Stephen. And then it flashes back. And then it flashes way back to a certain character. And then it flashes back to James. And off the top of my head, I cannot remember if I changed it back to Stephen at any point. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, having different points of view in your story, it can really help with the story, like in overall. It is very powerful. It's something that you need to really consider. And, of course, do a pros and cons list, because doing that, it can really help out. And also having number 2, you having a POV, a dual POV in your book, it can actually help with the in-depth with the characters and everything, because if you're just in the point of view of just one person, you can't tell how someone else is or how they are really feeling and thinking and stuff like that, unless they actually say it to the character or to the main character or whatever. But it can actually help with it, and having that to go more in depth with the characters, it is really great, because you get to keep doing layers and layers of characters and pulling back those layers and revealing more of those characters all throughout your book. It really helps out with your story, especially if you do more than 2, because then it can just add more depth to your story. But you don't want to do it too much though. There is a limit. Doing a dual POV or multiple POVs can actually make your book stronger. And I mean, it's like I've been saying all along, it can make your book stronger, because it can add more depth to your story overall, not just to the characters, but to your book as a whole. I can't imagine how my book would be if I hadn't have added in those chapters where it flashes between character and character, and I just can't imagine how my story would have been, because it just helps out the story so much. And even with other books in my Safe series, I do have it flashing back between person to person, and again, I can't imagine how any of my books so far would be if I hadn't and don't switch between person and person, because like I've been saying all along, adding dual or multiple POVs can make your book stronger and add more depth to your characters, because because a character may think something about this one character, but the one character doesn't know that the person just thought that. So, but the reader knows, and it helps out a lot with adding a little bit, character development and character depth, and adding even some conflict between characters that they don't even know, but the reader does. And lastly, having dual or multiple POVs in your book can actually help your readers understand your book even more than it would be if you just had a single POV. Because, I mean, it's like I've been saying, adding more depth because you are adding the POV, the point of view, from a different person. So you see the story play out through the eyes of another person. And it's just really cool because, you know, one character may see something or notice something that is different. And the main character may not have caught that. And so adding that, it can make your book a lot stronger. It can do character depth. It can add more complex to your story as a whole, and it is really, really good. That's something you really should consider adding to your book or your future books, because it is really, really cool. It adds more depth and everything like that. It is really cool. And also, if you want to go grab a copy of this, both paperback and Kindle, the link to my Amazon account is down below for you all. You can check this out there. And if you read it, please leave a review and or a star rating. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as you all give me some feedback. I would love that. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want more tips and tricks on more writing related stuff, be sure to click the playlist right here and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next week. Bye guys.